Brian Entin, our senior national correspondent, who's been working his sources, and you've got some breaking information on the story as well. What have you found out, Brian?
I do actually. Just got a lot of new information from the source. I just took 2 pages of notes. I just want to read you everything that I just got, Ashley. We can kind of go through it. First of all, I am told that Attorney General Garland approved this, that this all went up to the highest levels for approval, that they did not even notify the Secret Service at Mar-a-Lago that this would be happening until about an hour before the search warrant started, which was at 9 a.m. this morning. They started at 9 a.m. and this did not end until 6:30 tonight. I am told that while this was happening, 3 different Trump lawyers showed up to Mar-a-Lago trying to figure out what the heck was going on while this was happening all day. They went everywhere there could be documents inside Mar-a-Lago and looking for documents that the president may have taken from the White House. Obviously, National Archives doesn't have some items that they are supposed to have, and that's what they were looking for because he doesn't have a right to have those classified documents, according to my source. This is interesting, Ashley. They went in very low key. There was no FBI jackets. There was no emblems on any of the clothing. It's not like what we've seen with other FBI raids where you could tell it's the FBI. They went in low key without the FBI jackets. And there was a lot of staff at Mar-a-Lago today, I am told, and they believe the reason this did not leak out until early this evening is because most of the staff believed that it was the Secret Service that was there because the FBI was not marked on their clothing. Okay, this is also interesting. We've heard the reports about the safe. President Trump in his statement said that his safe was broken into. I am told that the safe was in his office, which is above the ballroom. It used to be a bridal suite that was converted into President Trump's office, and that the safe was a typical hotel room safe in the wall. This is not like some kind of elaborate safe. It was a hotel room safe, and that nothing significant was found inside that safe. It's not the kind of safe that you would store classified documents in. I'm told that everything they found will go to the FBI office here in South Florida before it makes its way back to DC, and that the warrant was very explicit that they could only take certain items related to the alleged criminal activity. So it's not like they went in and just took all the documents they could find and then are later going to go through them all and try to figure out what's relevant. That is not what's happening. I'm told that they knew exactly what they were looking for and that those are the only items that they were allowed to take and that they ended up leaving with dozens of boxes, actually.
Well, I mean, 9.5 hours of searching. You can only imagine what they were looking for if they were just looking for a couple of documents. I'll say this, Brian, those revelations are extraordinary, what you just said, that there's a hotel room sized safe. That certainly puts into perspective, you know, the picture of boxes and boxes of documents certainly wouldn't be in a hotel room safe, and that nothing significant was found in that safe also is a fascinating discovery on your part from your sources. What's interesting about the way a federal warrant is executed, you can't just go willy-nilly and say, let's go in and see what we find. Let's take a look around. The way it works is that prosecutors list very, very specifically the probable cause for the actual crime they think is committed. And they have to list out that crime, right? Then they actually have to list what supporting evidence they believe they're going to find, and sometimes in the great detail of saying where they believe they're going to find it. But the other interesting thing is, even though we now know that this particular search is in relation to the 15 boxes of material with some classified information that were removed from the White House and taken to Mar-a-Lago, that doesn't matter. Anything that is found in a search like this, call it a raid, call it a search, whatever you want to do, whatever your political leanings, that can be applied to other investigations as well. And as you know, and everybody watching knows, there's 2 investigations going on right now. The boxes, right? And also the January 6th. Are you hearing anything, Brian, from your sources about that other little piece of business on the side, the January 6th, and if they found anything in this particular search that might have applied to that?
So I am told that all of this has to do with the retention of classified documents. That is the extent of what I was told this search warrant had to do with. But again, I think it's interesting, we initially heard that this sort of just happened in the morning. No, they were there from 9 this morning until 6:30 tonight.
All right, Brian Entin doing the job for us tonight. Stay on it. You've got great sources, obviously, and come back to us when you find out more, as this is, obviously a late-breaking, fast-breaking story. I said it off the top, Brian. It's seismic. You do not search the home of a former president of the United States unless every T is crossed 80 times and every I is dotted double that. So, yes, Merrick Garland signing off on it, 100. I mean, there would have been no way that the Justice Department hadn't planned this and executed this with every one of the most important people involved having signed off on it, certainly, especially since the president was not there. The former president was not there at Mar-a-Largo. Excellent work, Brian. Thank you for that. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.